Have fun trying to figure out whatever the that means. I-O. It's the Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Two 216-578-1007 if you want to join us live. 800-348-1007. 35192. Want to send me a text? AlanCoxShow.com is where you can watch live as well. Who's helping out today in the video department? Chugger Monksloot. Thank you so much. Coming off a long holiday weekend. Did the Cavaliers win last night? I think the Cavs won, right?
They won.
In Detroit.
They won last night, lost on Friday to the Bucks.
All right, well, there you go. Bucks are a very good team. The Pistons are not. So your Cavaliers, 102-94. Cavaliers are very hurt right now. A lot of injuries on the team.
Mm-hmm.
But they pulled one out over Detroit last night. Tonight, they are in Toronto to play the Raptors at 7:30. That is Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh. And the Toronto Raptors are going to take on the Cavaliers. Anyway, Cavs Raptors tonight, 7:30 on WMMS and on the iHeartRadio app. I don't know how much, because there's always conflicting reports. Do this, don't do that. Eat this, don't eat that. Drink this, now you're drinking too much. I follow the 8x8 rule. We've all heard of this. You're supposed to drink, for most adult men and women, 8 8-ounce glasses of water per day. There's simply no way to know how many ounces that is total.
64.
I'm sorry? 64. That can't be right. But my water bottle is 32 ounces, and so I'll drink 2 of these a day.
Sure.
Although this weekend, I feel, and even into today, I feel terribly waterlogged because the entire weekend I've been drinking nothing but Buckeye tears. Oh, that sucks. We were listening to the game on the way home because, you know, my wife's from Michigan and her entire family are U of M alums. And so to keep the peace, I will root for the University of Michigan.
Sure.
My children, my older kids, go to Michigan State. So when they're playing, I'll root for them. But under normal circumstances, of course, I'll root for the University of Michigan. And there was all kinds of trash talk. All day on Saturday, people trash talking me because I had posted something in support of the University of Michigan. Trash talking me. And for the second year in a row, what are you going to do? Oh, that sucks. Oh, well, whatever. They don't take losing very well at the Ohio State University.
No, they don't.
They don't take it well.
They set something on fire. I don't follow college
No, they
sports.
set things on fire when they win.
Like, during the game, the players kept getting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties against them. So it's like even the players were like, what's happening here? Even though, yes, second year in a row, when it really, really counted, they flopped. Nevertheless, I feel nothing for people who attend the Ohio State University. That's not fair. I don't know people who attend the Ohio State University.
You said nothing. You feel nothing for. They're not even human beings. You feel.
I didn't say that. See, you're projecting how you think now. They're not even human beings, is what you say. That's not. I don't have a dog in that fight. Again, I'm not an alum of either school, but I will, of course, hashtag go blue all the live long day when that game comes
It's
up.
just harsh words when someone comes to you and you're just like, I'm just having a hard day. Like, I feel nothing for you. Like,
If it was well, these aren't people coming up to me saying that. They're telling me to go F myself and things like that. Because, why? Let me check my notes. Dumb football. Anyway, it's fine. They got spanked by Michigan the second year in a row. That's got to suck. Hey, but the Browns won. I mean, who saw that one coming? If you had the Browns beating Tom Brady on your bingo card.
In overtime,
In overtime, congratulations. I always forget to check, like, towards the end of the game. I always check mid, and I go, all right.
That's
Browns.
all they wrote.
Well, it's not fair to them, but I forget. I have other things going on. We did the Cox Out yesterday morning. I get home. I'm right into other things mode. And so I didn't really, not throwing it on the television and watching it play by play. So I was pleasantly surprised. I know, Bill, you're not a Browns fan. You're a Chargers fan who won. Bolt up.
They won, yes.
Terry the Goat, by the way, went because Terry picked the Browns over the Buccaneers. And, of course, we all went, ha, 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 ha. But that's precisely what happened. Terry went 5-5.
I don't believe that's what I said.
What did you say?
Said, oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
I hate that so much.
You can't hate it more than I do.
You know what? And it's funny because people are like, you give Bill such a hard time, blah, blah. There are people who defend you in my DMs. They say, I know you guys know each other. I was like, yeah, he's like a brother to me. But no, literally everything he does aggravates me. It's like
He is like a brother to you.
Things. I'm like, oh, God, just stop making those noises.
He's like a MAGA brother to you.
He really is.
Well, it's not very hard to aggravate Mary.
Are you
so
easily
chill.
aggravated?
No.
I would not call you chill.
I'm like
But
the
do you consider
most
yourself easily aggravated?
easily aggravated? I don't know, man. I thought
Because I am, but I work very hard at not being that way. But I know that my default position is easily aggravated.
it's
but that's
something
silly.
I've worked on in therapy is not being so frustrated with people and how they are.
Oh, with people.
Yes, because I would never make those noises. So when Bill makes them, I get annoyed with him. Like, what are you doing? But I have to let Bill be his own person.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I would say I'm probably pretty easily frustrated.
Okay, but
frustrated.
also, can we play Mary when she was, what were you doing, like a massage thing?
I was foam rolling my legs after a
Yes,
workout.
foam rolling the legs. Let's hear that tape.
But I'm not doing that all right.
You're
That-
posting it on
and
social
also,
media.
It was for hey, look how sore I am. I was showing off. 'cause
Say
I worked
again?
out.
I'm
Halo what?
Hey, look, I'm sore because I
Oh,
did
look
something.
how sore I
Yeah,
am.
look
I'm
how
like,
sore
who's
I am.
Halo Casorum? Is that like
They're
a yoga
helping out on the
instructor?
live
Or
stream
Sora.
tomorrow. Halo Casorum.
I had a great.
Now, of course, she's kind of doing shtick.
Right,
I mean,
in
right,
my
it's a whole
home,
thing.
being silly.
Right.
Still posting.
You did post it. The only reason I had that audio is because I got it off your Instagram.
Right.
And I'm also at work where I'm paid to be silly.
I know.
It's just the way in which
It's so uncomfortable.
because you're aggravated also as a comedian because you don't find it funny.
Correct.
Yeah.
I find it uncomfortable.
It's supposed to be,
Which is
uncomfortable.
why he's doing
That's
it.
exactly what it.
No, I
then
know.
I'm nailing it.
Believe me, Bill, it's not that I don't understand the bit. I fully get it.
It's working.
It is working.
We
yes.
need to start telling him how much we love it, and he'll stop. The greatest
Might
thing you've
figure
ever done.
Something out, yeah.
When you talk about Ohio State fans, my girlfriend's husband, so they started dating when we were in college, and we went to the University of Toledo, but he was so diehard Ohio State that he owned his own home at 20. So the guy's always been super good with money. But he was so diehard Ohio State that his entire house was decorated. Every single room of
Yes.
this house.
That's psychosis.
It was insane. And then when my friend Margaret
that's
moved
psychotic.
in, she was like, hey, babe, listen, I know you're a crazy person. Can we put this to the basement or to the second floor? The whole house can't be
You're not a
there.
boy anymore, and I'm a grown woman.
Yes, we have a child.
Right.
Their dog's name is Scarlet. It's their wedding had Ohio State themed koozies
Yeah.
that they gave out. This dude is insane. And literally yesterday she posted about it. She was saying how he was so upset that he didn't come home. He had to stay at his dad's house because he was so
People
upset.
get really upset. And they cut to, and this happened in Columbus, by the way, too. So they cut to the crowd.
Salt in the
Crazy.
wound.
People who didn't leave early, they're running the flag out to the 50-yard line. They're cutting to the people. It's like the South Carolina upset over Clemson. Everybody thought Clemson was going to win. The Gamecocks come in, just like the shirt says, you can't lick our cocks.
The only thing.
And they cut right to the crying fans.
Oh, yeah.
Crying fans.
Sure.
just
If you love a sports team, you can be a meme.
Yeah.
Now, it was also, listen, both teams were undefeated. I mean, it was.
It's a big game.
There was a lot of
was
stakes.
It's a big game.
There
a
were
lot,
a lot
at
of
stake.
stakes.
They don't care if they don't beat Notre Dame or Penn
Yeah.
State mid-season, right? But I get it. But a lot of people aren't that interesting. So somebody like that,
his entire personality.
that becomes their identity. They're
Yes.
like, I desperately need
He
something.
didn't even go there. He graduated from Toledo.
Yeah, but that's a knock that I don't agree with. A lot of people go, well, they didn't even go there. Yeah, but what does that matter? If you,
I guess I don't understand.
I don't root for the college I went to because they stink. Who cares? So if you enjoy, I guess, their team or their
culture?
yeah, I don't
And
know.
you probably
I mean,
watched it all since you were a kid.
I think his dad was super into it.
Yeah, that's
my
Something
brother,
like that.
my middle brother, has been a University of Michigan fan for whatever reason his entire life. So we go to see them. Usually Thanksgiving Eve, we're at my middle brother's house. We're all hanging out and having some pops or whatever. And he's got a bunch of University of Michigan stuff. He's not crazy like that guy you described.
Yeah.
But he's clearly a fan, right? I don't know why he has, but that's like, he's been a fan for a long, long time.
I don't like anything that much. I can't think of something that
you
is-
like you that much.
that's different.
No,
That's
it's good though.
Right, but what I'm saying is like something that I am not directly involved
Oh,
in.
I like my closest thing would be shoes, but even then, I don't.
But it would
like,
ruin your day that you can't go home and see your wife and daughter.
No,
because you're
nothing,
in such a bad mood.
Nothing is like that for
Right.
me. Like, I mean, I got bummed out at times during like when the Indians lost the 2016 World Series. Like that was a
Sure,
bummer, but it didn't ruin my life.
Yeah.
It was just a bummer of a night.
Yeah.
And it was also so late at night by the time it was over. Like, I'm just gonna go to bed. I did tell the girl that I was banging at that time not to come over though.
Okay.
I was like, hey, I don't feel like doing that right now.
I'm never going to be able to get it up tonight, honey. So
I could.
I'd like me and my penis to be sad
That's right.
tonight.
It's a sad penis night.
Cody, did you say something?
Well, I would say the only thing I can compare that to, the last competition that I got upset to where I went to my room and cried for like days, not cried, sobbed, was American Idol when they sent home Trinice.
Sobbed.
Okay, but how old were you?
A kid.
So yeah, that's what we're saying. You're not a grown man doing that.
I understand. That's why I can't relate to this at all. I'm trying to think of, has there been like a America's Got Talent competition? Has there been something on like Project Runway or RuPaul's Drag Race? I'm trying to think, and I haven't thought of one.
A housewife who got sick or something, or
Big Ange died. I did cry over that.
Poor Big Ange.
Big Ange died.
Another Bravo celebrity fallen.
VH1, but okay.
Same company. So Terry the Goat goes 5-5. She picked the Saints over the 49ers. Not only did that not happen, the Saints didn't even score.
That was such a.
It was 13-0.
I
What a
was so
boring
annoyed by
game.
that game because the week before, the 49ers had this crazy offense. They were scoring so many points. Jimmy Garoppolo has an amazing game, and it ends up being enough points to beat my fantasy team. And then the week later, they score 13 points, and he does nothing. Football.
She picked the Packers over the Eagles. That did not happen either. The Eagles go to 10-1. And, of course, she picked the Browns over the Buccaneers. Alan, Michigan fans are just like Ohio State. You always act like it's only Ohio State that cares about it. No, my point is there are a lot of colleges in the state of Ohio. The only one that people are psychotic about, for whatever reason, is Ohio State.
Correct.
Michigan has University of Michigan, Michigan State, Central Michigan University, Western Michigan University, Eastern Michigan University. All those people, obviously they're on kind of different levels of fandom, but everyone in Ohio laser focuses on Ohio State, which is why people throw that criticism around, they didn't even go there. I don't care about that. There's a lot of people who didn't go to a school for whatever reason. My dad went to Auburn University, so I have a soft spot for the Tigers. But I didn't go there, but I will still root for Auburn University when they play.
Also, Michigan lost so many times in a row that it kind of put them in a place where they're just kind of like, it's another loss. So they didn't take it that hard because they knew they were going to lose for so many years in a row. And now that they're good again, they're beating their chest because Ohio State did it to them for so long.
We were in line Friday night for the zoo lights at the Lincoln Park Zoo. And it used to be, granted 15 years ago when Gwen and I would go, you just walk right into the zoo. Now you got to get a ticket online. It's that you got to stand in this 2-mile long line, whatever. So we're out there because we were trying to set up this little surprise where a couple of my daughter's friends happened to be in town with their parents. And so we were going to surprise. We're all going to meet at the Lincoln Park Zoo. And there's a guy behind us in a Michigan beanie. And he starts chatting with my wife because they got that in common or whatever. And he was very kind of just, hey, hope it works out tomorrow. Hope it's a good game. Hope we have fun. Hope everybody, it'd be great if we won.
So,
He's sanguine about it, but I mean, otherwise not especially psychotic.
You're glossing over a big point here, though.
Yes. I do like
Since-
to gloss. I'll tell you what. You know me.
You're a very glossy guy.
I am a long-time glosser.
So that's what they're doing now that the band's not touring? They opened a zoo?
Are you referring to Lincoln Park?
Yeah, the Lincoln Park Zoo that you went to.
Yes, they did, actually.
Okay,
Smart
that's what
guy, and it's fun.
Yeah,
Yes,
sounds.
it's a lot of fun. They have Chester Cheetah Bennington, and there's a little homage to everyone in the band.
Mike Sheepnoda.
Mike Sheepnoda, they got. Yeah.
Girl, you know my singer died.
And then the other guys.
Now I guess we gotta use Mike Shinoda.
And the other guys in Phoenix and Jim, probably, or Scott. So, yeah. So Browns win. It was exciting. My favorite stat was Tom Brady having his perfect streak broken. He had a 208. You saw this stat?
Yeah.
Tom Brady's 200.
overtime
Yeah,
stat,
218 game streak. He's never lost when leading by 7 or more points in the final 2 minutes until yesterday.
And then it was also the first time he lost in overtime, I believe.
And of course, you saw everyone on social media making the exact same joke that he lost his wife and to the Browns in the same year.
Which is worse?
Huh?
Which is worse?
Well, losing to the Browns didn't cost him any money.
I don't think his
So-
wife cost him
Some
any money,
dignity.
really.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think he kicked out?
No, because I think they
You think they just went their
went
separate
their
ways?
own money,
They
yeah.
both have
Okay.
money.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works when both people are wealthy. You might have seen the rally skunk going around on Twitter.
Oh, this guy. We had the rally possum.
Yeah,
We had
there
the
was a
rally-
skunk that somehow got
Poor
into
dude.
First Energy Stadium there. Yeah, Rally Possum was a few years ago, right?
Yeah,
was that
like
on the
opening
field?
Day, I think.
Oh, was it
Like
on
the
the
home
field though?
No, it was
No, it
up
was in the stands.
In
Was
the
it?
stands.
They didn't do anything to it.
Because
did
that
they?
guy went and just
I
like
thought-
grabbed it by the tail.
I thought the rally possum was either the game where we ended the losing streak
No, I thought it was like a home opener day.
or
It was
something
September
like
of
that.
2018, September 20.
Yeah, I think it was the when
Maybe.
we ended the. That's why it was such a
I
big
cried
deal.
that day, the day that the Browns
It was,
broke their
broke
losing
the 19-game losing streak.
Yep.
That's when we had the victory fridges.
Me and
Remember
Bill
those?
went and had one.
Yeah,
We
that
drove
wouldn't
up to the
open until-
station.
I just told
Yeah.
that story on a podcast a couple weeks ago. It was
I did
very
cry
fun.
that day, yeah, because I left the game early because we were losing, and
You
I
cried
got
when they
home.
broke their losing streak.
I cried when they broke their losing streak, and I was more upset that I didn't watch it happen because
Well,
I
see.
left at halftime.
Was this the when they broke the losing streak, or was this when they actually won a game? Because they broke the losing streak
By tying. No. This
and
was
then
when they
the
won.
week after,
Yeah.
they won, and that was the Rally Possum game.
This says the discovery of the possum was on a night that was remembered for breaking the 19-game losing streak and opening the victory fridges all over.
Okay,
Cleveland.
so then it
Yeah.
was that one.
So that was the were 16 of the 19 the prior winless season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Very exciting for fans of all stripes. Oh, Cody, you know who I ran into at the Cox out yesterday? Corp Life.
Oh, you did?
Aaron Corpora, one of our old interns who couldn't be nicer.
Love that guy.
Yeah, very nice dude. And we chatted for a little bit. He's living in Philly.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
He's
That dude's been
working
all over the place.
Yeah, he has. He's working for like a public advocacy group or something like the ACLU or something like that. I don't know. So he's out there doing the Lord's work. Nice kid.
And he just came back for the game, I'm guessing? Or
I mean, for
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, probably. I
Oh.
mean, the holiday.
You know, I don't. There wasn't a holiday this weekend or anything.
See, Poundcake had his Thanksgiving last weekend, so it's thrown him off.
Poundcake had more Thanksgivings than anybody I've met. Because
Dude.
he
came to
came to
yours.
ours, and then he had one on Friday.
And for a guy who doesn't give thanks for anything, it's ironic.
People keep inviting me to stuff, and I'd be like,
You know you can decline an invitation,
Not
right?
to our house, so you better say yes.
see, that's what I'm talking about. I get bullied.
Bullied. Anyway, Deshaun Watson officially going to be reinstated this afternoon. And listen, the Browns have to get creative. You know, when I was doing the Cox Out, you know, with the Ivy, you know, the highlight reel is playoff footage from the 50s. And I'm walking back here.
60s.
I'm walking back here from down there because we park here at work. And I walk by this place on East 9th called Sausalito, right there in the corner. And there's a DJ banging out F the Steelers songs.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to get creative when you're doing the Steelers aren't even on the radar. They're playing the Buccaneers, right? But
Doesn't matter.
You're trying to whip everybody into that frenzy because that's all you got.
Sure.
Like if you want people
So
to
a day
boo,
like yesterday is a big day.
yeah, if you want people to boo during a free throw at a Cavs game, they don't put up anything else than they'll put up Steelers or they'll put up Michigan and
Yeah.
they get everybody booing.
Yeah.
Like the guy shooting the free throw isn't enough. They go, oh, but now there's an M on the screen.
Right.
Now I'm mad.
A blue M. No.
Oh, no. It's that team that spanked us 2 years in a row. I've got to take a break. If you want to text, I'm sorry. I was saying boo earns.
Are you saying boo or boo earns? I was saying boo earns.
If you want to text 35192, AlanCoxShow.com to watch and listen wherever on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Buzzard Radio.